This was a good video. So I'm going to start by priming my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation primer. I'm gonna pat this over my T-zone. I already primed my face with, I bought a new bottle of the Daily Hydration Moisturizer from e.l.f. This is my favorite moisturizer. It's super good, super cheap. It's like, I think 10 bucks. And it's like, if you have oily skin, especially you'd like this. It's like it's like a gel kind of moisturizer, and it just sinks into the skin and absorbs really quickly. Doesn't leave your face feeling greasy or anything like that. And it's a perfect base for foundation. So I put that on, and now that we have that on, let's move into eye primer. I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Don't judge the eyebrows. I know they're bushy. I know they're not fully plucked. That's because I'm trying to grow them out. Trying to get them as caterpillary as possible, you know? Okay, so for today's look, we're gonna be using all Jaclyn Hill eyeshadows. One of my best friends, Caitlin, suggested me to use this in one of my videos just because it has a lot of shadows, it's pretty inexpensive, and there's literally any look. You could do any kind of look with this, so I'm going to use this today, except for the first shadow because this palette doesn't have a matte, like a matte bone shade. So I'm going to put that one from another palette on my eyes and just get everything set down. Okay, so now that we're up real close and personal, we're going to start on the eyes. I'm going to start with the 3rd and 4th shade on the top row. And I'm going to put both of those into my crease. Okay, so now that we've got those two colors into the crease, I'm going to go down to the 2nd row, and I'm going to take the 3rd shade in, and I'm going to take that in my crease as well, but just a little bit lower. This is a smaller brush, and I'll make sure to put the brush names on the screen so you guys can see what I'm using. I'm just going to buff this just a little bit lower in the crease using light pressure. Okay, now I'm going to go back into those first two shades that I used, the 3rd and 4th shade on the top, lightly, and just buff that out real quick. So now for the star of the show, we're going to take the 5th shadow in on the 3rd row, and we're going to pack this all over the lid. So my technique when we're doing any kind of smoky eye is to take the most product on the closest to the lash line, pack it on, and then slowly pat upwards. So now that we've got the base color on, I'm just gonna go in with the first brush that I used for my transition shade, and I'm just gonna, with no extra product, I'm just gonna take that and buff the edges out. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that color that we just put all over the lid on this blending brush, just a little bit, and kind of diffuse out the edges. Now I'm going to go back in with the first brush. Now I'm just going to do that to the other eye really quickly. I don't know why, but it's always harder for me to do this eye than this eye. So we're done with the eyes for now. I'm gonna go grab a makeup wiper real quick so I can wipe underneath my eyes. Okay, so today for foundation, we're gonna be going for that full beat look. So we're gonna be using something super full coverage. This is the Dermacol Makeup Cover Foundation. I would love to show you guys on camera how full coverage this foundation is. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how much I'm gonna use. Literally this, you see this little pea-sized amount? Watch, just watch. I'm gonna apply it on this side of my face. Y'all seeing this? Cover up your darkest secrets. This part's so hard to do without putting this mirror so close to my face. Okay, so I'm quickly going to set my face with the Cody Airspun loose face powder, the usual. Gotta set them smile lines. We can last forever. I don't even know the rest of the words. Just singing it because it was on One Tree Hill. And then I'm just gonna lightly set my face, the rest of my face, with the same powder. Okay, so now we're gonna dust that away. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in light bronze. I got me a new one, beautiful new pan. It smells like butter popcorn. You can't get much better. By the way, I will say that when I watched my other videos that I've uploaded, I look like I am so harsh with like my blending, with my like blending out with my sponge, that type of thing. I promise you I'm not. It looks like I'm just going in real hard, but I promise you I'm gentle. But like even now that I'm applying my bronzer, like it looks like I'm applying it very vigorously, but I'm not, I promise. Okie dokie, so now we're gonna go back into the Morphe palette and we're gonna do the lower lash line. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of do a concoction of all of the shades on our upper lid, on the lower lid as well. So I'm taking those 3rd and 4th shades on the top row of the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm just gonna brush those underneath the lash line. I'm gonna go halfway in with the lid shade. So I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna, actually I'm gonna take it all the way in, but I'm just gonna lightly do it. I'm not gonna do anything harsh. Okie dokie, that's all we're doing on the lower lash line. Okay, so now that we're done with the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Vinimat setting spray. I'm gonna set my face with that, and then I'm also gonna fill my eyebrows, and then I'll be right back. So now we are going to go in with blush. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rose Champagne. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with highlighter. I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Heat Wave. I know this is discontinued. I know. I'm so sorry. It'll just, I think it'll go so well with this look, so I'm just going to use it. I'm using this big Avon brush. Avon, I know it's like an old lady brand. Sorry, Grandma, I know you use Avon. But I really like the look of highlighter being more distributed because it doesn't look like a line. So I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'll show y'all, it looks so cool. So I'm still hitting that high point, but it's not just a line, it's like kind of distributed. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, I love it. So I'm gonna apply it to the other cheekbone really quickly. I'm gonna apply a little bit above the eyebrows, on the forehead, a little bit on the nose, a lot of it on the nose, you know, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Okay, and now I'm just gonna take a shade from, just a matte bone colored shade, and I'm gonna pop that above, right underneath my brow bone. Right on my brow bone. Oh, I can never say that correctly. This is just gonna clean up that area right in between and lift the brows a little bit. And then I'm going to stick the second shade on the top row of the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to pop that on my inner corners. Oh my gosh, it's so blinding. I love it. Okay, we are almost done with the look. We just need to apply some mascara in the lips. So I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm just gonna really coat this up on my lashes. We're not gonna use any falsies today. I really like when dramatic looks have just a really good couple coats of mascara because you can really see the look still, but you still have some lashes as well. So I'm just going to apply a couple coats of the Total Temptation mascara by Maybelline. Okay, so now let's go in with the lip color. I'm going to line my lips with the Mary Kay lip liner in Neutral, I believe. So I'm just going to lightly line my lips really quickly. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild, the number 532E in the color Java. So I'm just gonna apply this to my lips really quickly. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love how this look turned out. The lip color was $3 from Wet n Wild, and it is so beautiful. I haven't worn this color in so long, and I love it. I don't know why I ever stopped wearing this color, but the lip was super inexpensive. The Jaclyn Hill palette, for how many shadows you get in it, you can't beat it. It was phenomenal. I love how simple this eye was, but I think it looks kind of difficult because it's kind of a smoky eye. So I really love how the eye turned out. I love how the face base makeup turned out. I love the lip with this eye. I think it looks so cool, and I think it's going to be super easy for you guys to recreate and still kind of look a little more difficult. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any video suggestions down below. Leave any comments down below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!